What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media and welcome back for another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber / follower on Twitter. Today we are having a PU match against Thomas here, who asked me over Twitter, and I needed to record a couple of battles, so normally I don't just take random requests like that, but I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do this just this once, and go ahead and just, you know, have a PU battle. It's hard to say no to a PU battle, let's be real here. Before we get started, and before I give you guys a little overview on what we are bringing today, just a friendly little reminder, if you haven't done so already, and you would like to show your support to the channel and the series and all that good stuff like you guys are always so amazing about doing, it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video, or leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Of course, suggestions and criticism is always welcome, as long as you guys are being positive, and you guys are always good at that. Very few incidents where there's people being negative on the channel, just because, I don't know, we have just a great group of people here. Very happy with all of you guys. Anyway, let's take a look at the team here. We have Winfrey. That's right, Winfrey is returning. The beautiful Swords Dancing Scyther, which does not belong in PU in my opinion, but I'm gonna use it anyway because I love Scyther. Then we have offensive Lopunny, Life Orb of course, specially defensive Glalie, physically defensive Luxray, Choice Scarf, Special Seviper, and physically defensive Defog Vibrava. Because why not? Because why not? So let's go ahead and get into this. And oh, the Hustle Nidorino is here, ladies and gents. Oh, he brought some power. Look at this team. This is crazy. Nidorino, Pelipper, which is a bulky sack of something bad. It's incredibly difficult to kill. Then we have Sudowoodo, which we have to keep in mind. I'm pretty sure it has Sturdy. Then we have Electric Beartic, which is a huge threat, and Roselia, which again, a lot of big threats here. But I have some threats of my own. Interesting threats of my own, that is. What do I want to start off with? I don't know. The one thing is I don't have Stealth Rock user on my team, which would be useful for Beartic and Sudowoodo to break that Sturdy, as well as the Pelipper to weaken that. But let's see here. Let us see here. I think... I really don't know what I want to lead off with. That's just how crazy this is right now. I'm going to lead off with Amperion here, because if he leads off with a physical attacker, we get an Intimidate off. If he leads off with the Pelipper, he's going to want to switch. So that's always good. And we can Volt Switch pretty freely. He has no immunities to electricity, despite having a 4 times weak Pelipper there. No ground types, and nothing with Lightning Rod that I can see. Or Volt Absorb. So yeah, we're going to lead off with the Amperion. I know we don't have any speed investment, and we might have to take a hit, but we have the lefties. And we'll see if we can manage to get some momentum here. Basically, the object of this team, which I threw together very quickly just to have this battle, I decided, you know what, I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to weaken the team to the point where Scyther can come in, set up an SD, and then kill everything. As the Beartic starts things off, so getting a Intimidate off on this is actually really great. The reason that it's PU in the first place is because it doesn't get EQ, which is ridiculous. Look at this thing. If Ursaring can get EQ, this thing should get EQ. I don't know why it doesn't. I'm not feeling it. We can actually go for a Discharge here. And he may set up the Rain Dance, which would be a little bit scary because, you know, Swift Swim is a thing. But yeah, let's go for the Discharge. And he's just going to straight up withdraw. Electric is coming out, I'm guessing. Tapeworm Lady, which is in fact the electric. Discharge is not going to do much whatsoever. Yeah, that didn't do anything. And I'm pretty sure we outspeed this thing, as crazy as that sounds. So this is probably special, so we could go into Glalie, although I want to say this thing gets Flamethrower. Unless it just doesn't get Flamethrower until it evolves, which is possible. There are things that you know, there are things that do that, is basically what I'm trying to say, but it did not want to come out. Yeah, let's Volt Switch. Get on out of here. I could Roar, but I don't have hazards up, and I actually don't have anything that has hazards on this team for some reason. That's unusual for me. Normally I bring something with rocks or spikes or something like that. I could go out into Vibes here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm a little bit scared of the HP Ice. I am a little bit scared of it. I think our safest play is to go out into Glalie. I should be able to take anything this thing wants to do relatively well. It's going to U-turn. Is this physical? Is this physical? That actually did a decent amount of damage. I should have roared. I definitely should have roared because U-turn would have done absolutely nothing to defensive Luxray. And I could have gotten him out into something he didn't want to be out into, such as the Pelipper. Yes. So let's see what he wants to go into here. We're going to get some Lefty's recovery when he does bring in said Pokemon, and we can go from there. Honky Bear is actually going to come out again. All right. Well, I'm not sure what you're going to do to me. I'm a little bit afraid of the Swift Swim. Not going to lie. I would love to Toxic you, just to get some residual damage going, but I'm not physically defensive, and it's scary. It's a scary time. I'm going to Toxic you. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Spread some, toxic love. It's really the main way Glalie does damage. No, he has the superpower. Oh, we are dead as anything. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I should have went into the Luxray. Glalie again goes down. Ah, man, I've been misplaying Glalie so badly the 2 times that I've used it. It works. It's worked so well off screen, and then I get on screen and I just kind of just blow it there. Now, we could go into Winfrey here to set up a Swords Dance, but I don't know that we can 2-shot Electric, so that is a problem. That is definitely a problem. His attack and defense have fallen. So we can go in and try to get some damage off with something. The question is, what do we want to try to get that damage off with? Kind of want to go in with Seviper and start sludge waving things. Because what does he have that resists that? I'm trying to think. Do you have anything that wants to take that on? I guess maybe Pelipper could if it's specially defensive. That's very, very possible. So, let's see. What do you have, Cottontail? Let me refresh my memory here. We can just bring this in and go for Dizzy Punches. That sounds like fun. It really does sound like a lot of fun. But no, I'm going to go in with Seviper. That's the safer play. That is the safer play. He does not have any Steel types that I can remember. So, I don't think he's going to leave this in at -1 attack and defense. And by the way I'm bringing this in, he might think that it is physical. And I kind of am counting on that. So Sludge Wave it is. And we'll see what he wants to bring in on this. Hopefully Seviper can put in some work here. I love Special Seviper. It really just, it does so much damage, so much work. Coil Seviper is another one that's really cool. But I did not bring that this time around. Really didn't. I didn't have many physical attackers on my team. I've got Low Bunny and Scyther. That's pretty much it, because Luxray, despite being physically defensive, it only has special moves. Same with Seviper, and then the Vibrava, its only attacking move is U-turn, so I don't know if you can even count that. I wouldn't. I would not count that at all. So, yeah, I don't know what he's going to do here. I really don't. I really, really don't. He doesn't have many switch-ins to this. The great thing about Seviper is that it is fairly unpredictable. It has a decent move pool, and Nigel is going to come out, which is going to be the Pelipper. So I'm hoping this is physically defensive. I'm hoping this is physically defensive. That is physically defensive, or just offensive. I don't know which, but that's a 2-hit KO. And Seviper's going to pick up a kill here unless he switches out. He may think he's faster, and that would be a big mistake to think that, my friend. That would be a big mistake. I mean, a common set on Seviper is Spec, so he may think that's what it is, but it's Scarf. And Romeo's going to come out now, and that's going to be the Nidorino, thinking I'm locked into that, which I am, so that's not a bad thing to think. That does decent damage, and he's going to be able to get off a Hone Claws here, unfortunately. There's really nothing I can do about it, so I'm going to go into Amperion to get an Intimidate off as he Hone Claws, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm going to have to discharge on this thing. This thing is a huge, huge problem. Huge thorn in my side. As he does go for the Hone Claws, this is scary. I would love to roar you out, but I need to try to get some damage going on you. Really do. So at least he's not at +1 attack, but I guess technically he is because he has the Hustle. Discharge. Hopefully we can get a paralysis. I think he has the head smash. Oh, actually, he might just die this turn. Because he's going to take a lot of recoil from that. Can we KO with the discharge? Because this Nidorino is scaring me. No, we cannot. And we do not get the paralysis. Which is not good. That really just is not good. I don't know how else to put it. Because Luxray is going to take a lot more damage. If he's going to go for Head Smash again, I want to go out into Vibes, I think, and that's what I'm going to do, and hope that the recoil will still take him out. Don't you dare go for Poison Jab. Don't you dare do it. Now, the good thing is that I think this Nidorino was his only switch into Seviper, so the Sludge Wave is just going to wreck his team. Pretty sure it's a 2-hit KO on almost everything but this Nidorino. Actually, it might not be on the Electric. I just don't think he wanted to take damage on it and, you know, possibly get poisoned and all that jazz. Here comes Vibes. We'll see what he wants to do. He does go for the Poison Jab this time around, which is a good play. That's not very effective, though, so that's cool. And he gets the Poison. Oh, my gosh. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Alrighty, then. Well, I will U-turn now. That's not what I wanted. I did not want to get poisoned with this thing. I guess he's just going to be fodder at this point. I don't have any way to heal him off. I don't have anything with Heal Bell or Aromatherapy. So we're at a little bit of a disadvantage as he goes for the Sucker Punch, possibly predicting a ground-type move, and that did so much damage. We're going to U-turn here, and that's not quite going to take him out, which is unfortunate. And my only play at this point is to go into Cottontail and go for the fake out that will probably be blatantly obvious, but I don't have any other play. And if he looks at my team and sees that I don't have anything that has Stealth Rocked, the best play here would be to switch out into something like Sudowoodo. So I would not put that past him, but I have to go for the fake out. No, he's actually just going to fire off the Romeo here. So down goes the Nidorino. This was a huge thorn in my side. And we even the score, but Vibrava is poisoned, Luxray is weakened, and Glalie is dead. So we haven't, we're not in the best of positions here. Out comes the Gardener. And this, it has Sturdy, so I can't one-shot it. So with that in mind, I don't know what this thing's going to want to do to me. Do you possibly have the Rock Polish? I don't know. I'm a little bit scared either way. I'm going to go ahead and go into Amperion here, get an Intimidate off, and if he goes for the EQ, that would be a great play. In fact, that hits most of my team. As he goes for the Stealth Rock. Oh, he does have the Stealth Rock. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So we need to get Vibrava back out here to defog, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's what I'm trying to say. Volt Switch it is. Electric might be coming out here, as he is going to withdraw the Gardener. He does not want to break that Sturdy yet. Out comes Lily, actually, which is the Roselia. And I don't think we can bring in Vibrava safely in on that. I'm pretty sure it outspeeds and will one-shot with whatever it wants to go for. So, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that at all. We can go back into Cottontail here. Fake out, and we actually have the Ice Punch as well, so that would, I think that combination should kill off the Roselia. But we could also go into Winfrey and Aerial Ace, but we have the rocks up. We would need to get Vibes back in for that. Cottontail it is. Go, Cottontail, go! I love offensive Lopunny. It's just so much fun. It really is. Alrighty, yeah, basically Fake Out is the way to go here. I don't see any other play. See what he wants to go into. It could be the Electric. It could be the Sudowoodo. I'm not going to go for anything else, though, because I'm not confident that we can one-shot this thing. So, Fake Out was really my only play there. As he goes into Tapeworm Lady, the Electric. And that did not do nearly as much as I wanted it to. And I don't know if we can get in vibes safely here. I don't know that we can. He may just U-turn. Which is a problem. That is definitely a problem. Yeah, I am going to go into vibes here. I'm going to hope that he U-turns, because that's not going to do much. I just hope we can survive another hit after that. With rocks, with the poison damage. He is going to U-turn. And I think at this point we may actually have to fodder this thing. Which really, really stinks. I knew from... As soon as I got poisoned with this thing that I wasn't going to be able to bring it in. I was hoping he was not going to be able to set up any kind of shenanigans on me. But he has. Actually, do we No, Vibrava is slow as anything and I'm not invested. There's no way we're outspeeding this thing. And I have nothing that wants to switch in. So we're going to just defog on the off chance that he does something silly and switches out. But we're just going to die here, basically. Yep, there. Oh, he has the Aqua Jet. Okay, the priority. And down goes Vibes. So there you have it, ladies and gents, as he takes a little bit of Life Orb recoil. So he shows the item. Actually, he showed the item earlier. I just missed it. I didn't see that when he went for Superpower. But now we could bring in Seviper and Flamethrower. That's very, very tempting. That is extremely tempting. I don't know that Sludge Wave would kill. So, we could go into Scyther. We could go into Scyther and roost off the damage, but he's going to bring that Sudowoodo in, and that is what's really getting me here. And I just don't like that. I just don't like that. Decisions. You know what? I'm going to bring in Cottontail. We're going to bring in Cottontail, and I don't know if he's going to want to fodder this thing at this point and just go for the Aqua Jet, which wouldn't be a terrible play because I don't know, how well we would take that. But we have the Jump Kick. And if he wants to switch in Sudowoodo, that's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt, and I think it's going to be a 2-hit KO. So we're going to go for it. He is going to withdraw. Show me the Sudowoodo. I would love to see Sudowoodo right now. No, Tapeworm Lady again coming out here. And Jump Kick should be a 2-hit KO. Yes, it is. And we're not going to go for that, obviously. We're going to go for the Dizzy Punch. And get rid of this thing, because he's been switching this in on everything. Finally getting rid of Tapeworm Lady. So his 2 unevolved Pokemon are gone as we get a meaningless crit. And Aqua Jet might kill from there. It just might. It's very, very possible. What else does he have? Nigel, the Pelipper. You should not outspeed unless you are Scarfed, my friend. Why would he bring that in like that? That tells me that it's Scarfed. Do I have any switch-ins? No, he's special, and Glalie is gone. So no, I really don't have any switch-ins, so I need to attempt to kill this thing, basically. So I'm going to try here with the Dizzy Punch, and we'll go from there. And we do outspeed. Is that going to be a KO? Oh, he's physically defensive as anything. Oh my gosh. And he has the Rocky Helmet, and he's going to roost. No, he Toxics. Can we survive one turn of Toxic? That's going to be close. We're at 14 HP. Wow, okay, yeah, that was rather close. Now, the question is, are you going to switch in Sudowoodo? I think he predicted a switch there, that's why he went for the Toxic. Most likely predicted the switch into the Luxray there. I would love to predict Sudowoodo to come in. I really, really would. I don't know that he wants to sacrifice this thing. But at the same time, I can't risk not killing it. If he gets off a roost here, I'm in trouble. There's really no other way to put it, and I don't think Ice Punch will kill. So Dizzy Punch it is. It's the obvious play, but I'm gonna go for it. I really don't feel like I have much of a choice, and we are going to just kind of do a double KO here. We're going to go down to the Rocky Helmet. Cottontail put in some serious work, but at the same time, we lost our Fake Out, so the Aqua Jet from the Bear Tick is going to be a thing. Nigel, the Pelipper, goes down, which I really thought was going to be a problem. I really did think that. I think I want to go out into the Empyrean here and get a nice Intimidate off on whatever he wants to send in. And we can go from there. We can possibly Volt Switch out or Discharge as Lily is going to come out. That is this thingamajiggy. And Intimidate is meaningless. That's not really what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. We need to save this thing. Do I really want to switch into Viper? Do I really want to do that? I don't know if Flamethrower will be a one-shot on that. We have Scyther, which could possibly switch in, but she's probably going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. I'm gonna Volt Switch. As it doesn't seem like it's the right play, but I don't really have anything to switch in, unfortunately. And we actually outspeed this thing. What? Alright, well now we do have to take a hit. I was not expecting us to outspeed because I'm uninvested. So I guess Seviper is really the only switch because we resist the stabs. And HP Fire if you have that. There's the rocks damage. And we do see the Sludge Bomb come through here. And that still does a butt ton of damage despite being not very effective. Holy cannoli. Flamethrower is going to do absolutely nothing to Sudowoodo if he wants to switch that in. What is his other Pokemon? Beartic. So Flamethrower is really the play to make here, because even if he wants to switch in Sudowoodo right now, which I don't think he would do, that's kind of risky. Because if I go for Sludge Wave, I'm pretty sure that 2-hit KOs any one of his Pokemon at this point. So I'm going to say Flamethrower is the best play. And he is going to withdraw. Are you going into the Sudowoodo? You are. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. I really, really was not. And that actually does okay damage. And we pick up the burn, which is haxy as can be. Haxy as can be, because it just is. It's a 10% chance. What else can I say? This seems like a golden opportunity to go into Winfrey, set up Swords Dances and stuff. But, you know, Stone Edge will still one-shot. So, we can't really just do that willy-nilly. That's just not something that we can do. So, a good play right here would be for him to switch out back into the Roselia, predicting me to switch in Empyrean, which is exactly what I'm going to do, because that's... Again, I feel like this has been happening a lot, but that's just a play for me to make here. We get the Intimidate off, and yep, he is going to withdraw and go back into the Roselia. Fair enough. No, Honky Bear actually comes out now, and he'll take a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage. I don't know if we will get KO'd by a Superpower from there. I don't know why he would go for Superpower. I mean, just go for an Ice-type move. That's what I would do. Again, we don't really have much of a switch in, unfortunately. I don't want to switch in Scyther because the rocks are up. It's just not a good time right now. Just not a good time. Let's see. I will Discharge for as much damage as possible. And he does go for the Icicle Crash. He does outspeed. Can we take that? Empyrean, can you take that? Can we get one more turn of toxic damage off? We can. We survive with 6 HP. And I flinch and can't move. It's a good thing we survived that. That is not cool. That is not cool whatsoever. The Discharge, if that Discharge hit plus the toxic damage coming up this turn, this would be a dead Beartic, but we're not gonna have that happen. Not okay. Not okay. Yeah, just not okay. I don't know what else to say. I guess our best play here, since we would die coming back in to the rocks, Volt Switch makes absolutely no sense, so Discharge is the only thing for us to do. And he's going to go for the Aqua Jet and pick us off. And I was actually kind of thinking we might survive that there by the way the HP bar was dropping. And even with the Life Orb, he's going to survive the Toxic this turn. Barely. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Okay, never mind. That flinch did not matter. It did not look like he was going to survive that. It did not look that way at all. Now, I would guess, let's see, Gardener would be the play for him to make here. Do I go into Seviper and just try to kill anything that he wants to bring in? Because, yeah, we're going to go into Seviper here. And we'll keep Scyther. There's the Gardener. The beautiful Gardener. And I would love to go for Giga Drain here because that will kill. But I'm not that afraid of this thing. He's burned. And he had the Stealth Rock, so I wonder if he's even invested in his attack at all, or if he's just completely physically defensive. The other thing is, if I lock myself into Giga Drain, and he brings in the Roselia, that is a little bit of an issue, because then I'm in a terrible position. Sludge Wave, on the other hand, gets damage off on anything, puts the Gardener into a range where Scyther can KO, and I think an Aerial Ace would one-shot Roselia. I'm pretty positive. Pretty positive. I'm gonna go for the Sludge Wave. That feels like the play to make here as he pulls out the Sucker Punch, but he's burned. That is not gonna be a KO. That actually comes closer than what I would think. And Sludge Wave. Oh, it's not very effective. Duh, that was a bad play on my part. Wow, 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 wow. All right, in that case, I may have just lost the match for myself. Oh my goodness. I would love to go out into Winfrey here. Predicting the Sucker Punch. Because then he gets a turn of burn damage and I can roost. Or I can get a... No, I can't get a Swords Dance up. Decisions. Yep, I'm going to go into Winfrey because that's just what it is. Because then I can come back in and I can Flamethrower the Roselia, which hopefully will be a one-shot. I'm not positive on, but we can take the rocks coming back in, that's for sure. The worst that happens here is that he Stone Edges, but I think Flamethrower plus the burn would kill him off. Ouch, poor Winfrey, and he does just withdraw here into the Roselia. Okay, and I think we're in an okay position. I'm pretty sure I can roost, or I can just Aerial Ace. I'm faster. Please don't be Scarf Roselia. I feel like I've been derping a lot in this battle. I don't know, I'm just not on my game. I'm just not on my game. I've said a lot of silly things. Let's go for the Aerial Ace. And we'll see how well this Roselia can take that. Just kidding, it cannot at all. Did you see how fast that HP bar dropped? That was insanity. It was a crit, but I don't know if it mattered. Roselia is not bulky at all on the physical side. I mean, even Roserade is not bulky at all. And that is going to be the match as we will finish this off with a Brick Break unless Sucker Punch kills. And he's not even going to go for that. He's going to be going for the Stone Edge coming up here. The Brick Break is enough to finish him off. So Winfrey cleaning up the last two remaining Pokemon on my opponent's team. That was a fantastic match. My opponent made some really good plays. I enjoyed his team a lot, especially that Nidorino, which is really cool. Ironic that he brought a Nidorino because I'm actually working on breeding my own at the moment. Haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to be bringing that sometime soon. So kind of interesting that he brought it. But yeah, a lot of cool Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed the match. This is why I love PU. I love all the Pokemon that get featured. There's so much variety. It really is a lot of fun. So thank you for the match, my friend. I hope we will have another one in the future. I believe your name was Thomas, your in-game name, that is. So yeah, I hope we have another good match in the future. And that is going to be it for this time. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you're leaving a like rating or a comment or whatever you guys want to do. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.